Good evening, members of the media. I'll say bad results. When you look at the plan going into this game, we are fully aware that a win will give us 2 wins in a row, and we were looking forward to play well and to win this game. But in a game of football, if you don't score goals and then you concede, the manner in which we conceded, you are likely to lose the game. But I think if you look at the balance of play, we were very much in the forefront in trying to keep possession and be more offensive. Even after conceding that goal, we piled pressure on the opponents, looking for that equalizer and hopefully looking for a winning goal. But on the day, decision-making let us down. Opportunities we created, the set plays we had, we became more emotional, and as a result, we could not get that important goal.
As coach, we'll go straight to members of the media. Timed at about 10 minutes, so we'll be done at 10:15. Let's go for it, Karo.
Thank you. Good evening, Coach. Good evening, Coach. I'm looking at the results. I can only imagine that the heads and the checks are down in the dressing room. How do you work it around that? Because it's going to be about 2 weeks to try and get the players this result out of the system. Because players want to play as quick as possible to get the negative results out of the system. So how do you try to raise the heads?
Time heals, and I think in this case, if you look at the results and how we lost, I think the 2 weeks that we'll be working with the players, it will also give them time to heal from losing a game like this. But at the same time, it's the understanding that we have that whenever we prepare to win. But when you get results like this, it's not basically what we were looking forward to. But this is part of the results that we get in football. Like I said, you win some, you lose some, and you draw some. It is just unfortunate that today, with such a good performance, we lost the game against Cape Town City. And I think we are professionals. We have to lift our heads, go back into training, and prepare the team for the next coming matches.
Coach must get a power. In hindsight, Coach, because in the second half, I think there were just too many balls that were coming in, and a lot of them in the last 15-20 minutes were just thrown into the box. Do you feel there could have been better variation in how they were breaking, because we were just going long, and either the keeper or the city defenders would deal with them, even when they would be maybe either an option on the edge of the box or on the blind side, but it would just be thrown straight into the box, so the keeper and the defenders would deal with them. Maybe better variation.
I think we saw with the set plays and the balls that we played into the box. We know Darren Kitty has got the height and the aerial power. But I think a decision on the ball was very important for our players, because when you look at it in the last 18 minutes, we changed the approach. We played with 2 strikers, and then we brought Kigandoli on the left, and the idea was for him to come inside and to create those moments. If you look at the first half we were more on the ball, but we lacked penetration, we lacked numbers in attack. So I think in bringing in Mdantsane, looking at Ranga and looking at Ash coming in, I think we had very good moments for us to score. It is just that the decision on the ball was more of a high ball, because when you put crosses during that critical phase, you can easily get an own goal, you can easily get a tap in, but we played too many of high balls that went straight into the keeper.
Coach, so it's about from coaches, how frustrating is it with the inconsistent results when you win one, when you go again and lose, which kills sort of momentum, and how do you go about fixing that? Because at times you fall further behind on the log when you're not getting consistent results, and just having going back, how big is that for you in terms of having more options?
I think when you get inconsistent results, no coach or no team will be happy with that. And I think we are working very hard with the players and with everybody to get the rhythm right, so that we can build on the confidence. And the confidence that we are talking about is when the team is playing well, you score goals. And scoring goals will win your games. But if you look at the games we drew, the games we lost, we were more on the ball, but we were not converting the chances that we created. And I think it is frustrating, but at the same time, you have to be more of a leader, more of a coach, more of a positive leader in the team. Because we cannot count the chances we created. We cannot even point fingers of the players who missed those chances or the mistake that led to the goal. But the most important thing is everything that happens is a team effort. So today the team lost. Last week the team won, and we're looking forward to get the rhythm right by winning this game. Unfortunately, we didn't win the game. But when it comes to Dolly coming back from an injury of over 6 months, I think it was a good thing for him to come in today, to have a taste of how it's like to be on the pitch. And I think he came in, he showed character, he showed a high level of tactical understanding of the game. It is just that his influence did not get us a goal. But I think when you have your top players coming back from injuries, it helps the team, it gives confidence, and Dolly being the leader he is, it was very important for us to have him back.
Coach, have luck on the defeat, but surely there are positives that you got out of this match, looking at how you played in the first half, and especially the first half, and how some of the players applied themselves. Would you take us through some of the positives that came out of this?
One, I think in terms of our build-up, we did very well. In terms of the plan in nullifying their strengths, we did very well. Because when you look at Cape Town City, they will always be looking for the space behind the defense. Mayo will be peeling off all the time, and they are looking to have more of crosses coming in. So we stopped any of that happening. That is why we're more on the ball. So we relegated them to kicking the ball forward, and the pressing was very good whenever they have to start play from the back. So I think those are the positives. The other positive that we can also highlight is that we created chances. As much as we were not as aggressive as we would love to be, but I think we created chances. And when you look at the quality of the chances we created, those were the chances to win us the game. But unfortunately, on the day, we could not convert those chances.
I think Lawrence will be the last one of the last two.
Goes to Vincent this week. 9 games, 4 defeats. We know there's quality in the squad, and you also know there's quality in the squad. Is it maybe done with tough love for this crop of players? And given Zimbabwe, I think it's like the first game over 60 games that he's been left out. Obviously, he has had before this. Has he lost some confidence, or he just precautionary or injuries?
I always emphasize on giving the players that are on the pitch the confidence. And in situations like this, where you have some players that started the season and they were playing very well, the rotation system has to come in, because we don't have to wait until the player gets injured. And I think we have seen some of the players like George, like Castillo, like Yusuf Mart. Now of late, we are pulling them out just to manage their energy levels, just to manage a possibility of fatigue creeping in. So we try to keep them fresh all the time. And I think Mapolova has been doing very well. The attitude has been very good. He did very well in the pre-season. It was just for us to decide who has to start at the back, and we decided to go with Given, and Given has been doing very well. But there was a need for us to rotate the team, and also I think Mapolova, since he took over from the first game, he has been doing very well. And I think that's the confidence that we have to give even to those that were not in the team tonight, because the attitude has to be positive. We need to support each other all the time. So I think not only about Given, but the rest of the team, those that were not on the pitch today or they were on the bench, I think we're also looking at the goalkeeping department, the rotation that we are having with the goalkeeping department, and also in the last few games we played Zita at right back, so Riff came in and then we gave him a chance. So I think now Santi is not in the team, Dove is in the team, so all the quality players that were brought to the club, we have to make use of them because they are quality players.
Go for it, leader. Sprint. Don't wait for the mic. Go for it.
There were, I think, about 2, if not 3
referee moment where you guys were in attack and the referee, stopped the game because of an injury. Those kind of moments, are they a bother, are they a frustration? Because you'll be having the ball good areas and then the referee will stop. I think you feel as well, you can have with the referee for a yellow card, but is that something that's quite frustrating when it happens?
It is, but at the same time, we are not referees. We need to be strong and understand that at times things like that do happen because they were very smart in certain instances, especially with the officials, to stop a possible attack. And then there were moments where they were making a foul when we had an opportunity maybe to create something out of it. So I think it's for them when they do their review to see those moments. And maybe in the next game that they will be involved in, they will improve on that because it is really frustrating because you have an opportunity to go in attack and then something happens or somebody stops a possible attack and nothing is given to that player and the referee will stop and then restart. But I think it is for the referees. As for us, I think we are toughening up. We are understanding that there were those moments in the game and we have to soldier on.
Kaizer Ntseki, you've got one?
Yes, Coach, just a quick one from me. Do you have your best 11 yet at this stage of the season, and do you welcome this break so that you get more time with players on the training pitch and just not, with the small turnaround between the games?
I think we played the first 7 matches with the best 11. And the changes that were made was because of injuries and also because of fatigue because we're playing back-to-back. In terms of the best 11, we know the best 11. But the best 11 that we have in the team are players that are all registered. Because if ever, like what happened yesterday, you had George in the team and then he got injured at training before the game. What do? You take somebody who's ready, somebody who comes in, and when you look at it, you'll be saying that is not his first 11. But when you look at the players that we've been using, it has been our first 11. The midfield has been the 3 of them, Castillo, Mart, and George for the past matches we played. Up front, we've been using Moody, Potsani, and Ash. So when that time comes for you to rotate the team, you have to do it because you have to keep the team fresh.
You're on top of the set time.
So you didn't answer my second question.
Which was, sorry about it?
Yeah, about the 40 feet. You want to give...
Is it time to tough love on the squad because obviously 40 feet in 9 days it's a bit much.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't go well with all of us in terms of losing matches because, like I said, in our preparation, we prepare to win. And I think the team has brought good quality players, and these good quality players, I always say it's a process. It's a process for them to understand the game model. It's a process for them to understand results like this. It's a process for them whenever they are missing chances. Do they stay calm? Do they stay confident to say, the next chance I'm going to get, I'll be able to score? But when you start worrying about losing a game, it means the confidence goes away. So what is important is for us to build them and for us to have the confidence and the belief to say, the next game we go for it. Because you don't prepare for a loss in any way. Every time you prepare to win.